And welcome back to Vanessa's podcast. So today I'm going to give you tools on delivering a speech in front of a crowd. So let's get started. So I hope everybody is doing great. And let's see. So let's start with gesture and body language. Eye contact. Establish an immediate bond with an audience, especially when a speaker focuses in on an individual listener rather than just gazing over the audience as a whole. Very important. Control mannerism. Mannerism are the nervous expression a speaker might not be aware of, such as putting their hand in their pockets, nodding their head excessively, or using filler words like and ha too often. If you go back to my public speaking episode long ago, I gave a few tips there too. If there's better tips there, go check it out. But today I'm bringing you different tips, so I'm adding up a little bit. Put verbs into action. When speaking to an audience by physically acting them out with the hands, face, and entire body. Avoid insincere gesture by involving the entire body as much as possible in the movement and matching facial expression to it. So you have to bring genuine sincerity while including a body gesture. So always be aware of not doing anything too excessive. Move around the stage as topic change and move towards the audience when asking questions, making critical connection, or offering a revelation. So basically what they're saying is when you're moving around the stage, usually do it when you are changing topic, when you're about to ask a question, when you're about to make a critical connection, and you're about to reveal something. So they know that when you are moving, something is about to happen, something is about to change. So now let's go to visual aids and props. Diagram, graph, and chart should always coincide with what is being said in the speech. Always stand to the side of the diagram, graph, or chart while facing the audience. So you don't want to stand in front and blocking the view. Always stand on the side of it so they can have a full, clear view. And always make sure it's matching what you're saying, what you're demonstrating. Maps should be simple and easy to understand with key places or points clearly plotted or marked. So using a black marker, using a yellow marker, make sure it's plotted at the right spot, it's easy, it's clear, and everybody can see it clearly. A PowerPoint slide should present main points as short sentences and bullet points and should never be read verbatim by the speaker or presenter. List should be kept to a minimum. So if you have a list, it should be 5 or 6 listed items, and it's usually enough. So don't go over 6. Handouts should be passed out to an audience before or after a presentation to avoid wasting time and causing a distraction. So it's up to you to decide if it's going to be before or after. Photographs or sketches can be powerful vision aids as long as the speaker maintains consistency between what is being said and what is being shown. If not, then your photographs or sketches are going to lose value, and you're going to install confusion among your audience. Physical objects and props should not be too large or too small, nor too few or too many. They should always be relevant to the presentation or speech and should always be checked prior to taking the stage to make sure they are working properly. So always test them out before you get started and during your preparation. Successful speeches. So number 1, be prepared. The audience is giving you their time and consideration. So rehearse enough to be confident you'll leave a good impression. Start strong. Begin your speech with a powerful opening that will grab your audience attention, such as a startling fact or statistic, an interesting story, or a funny joke. So see here you have 4 choices. So if you're not too good on a fact or a statistic, which it can be easily learned and memorized just like a line if you were acting, or you can just pick one of your personal story or a story of someone you know or a funny joke. Both works as well. So be conversational. Avoid reading your speech word for word. Instead refer to notes or points from an outline to help your speech have more free-flowing conversational tone. Speak with passion. If you're truly invested in what you're saying, you'll be able to keep your audience's attention. Passion is extremely important, so whatever you are talking about, you wanna bring that in. Be patient. It's easy to get frustrated if you make a mistake. But remember that public speaking is not easy and it takes time to hone your skills. Keep practicing and you will reach your goal. Speaking to diverse audience. So enunciate clearly. If possible, try to speak with a neutral accent to better include all audience members. So I'm not sure what they're talking about neutral accent, but try to keep clear of of any strong tone in your accent pronunciation, perhaps. Okay, don't speak too fast. Remember that the normal pace of speech in one language might become incomprehensible for people relatively new to that language. So always take your time, but don't go too slow. Be careful with metaphors. Some metaphors that are appropriate in one culture may be offensive to another. A good example is reference to sport not popular or practiced in a certain country, or phrases that are comical in one culture yet offensive in another. Know the meaning of words outside of your native language. Unless you are absolutely sure of the meaning and pronunciation of a word you are using in a given language, do not use it. In some language, slight variation of a voice will completely alter the meaning of a word. So if you have an accent, just like me, if you don't pronounce the word properly, it could convert to a different meaning, which it's true then can change the whole story, the whole message. So be really careful with that. If you don't master the words and they're too new to you, you might want to pick a different word. Avoid slang, jargon, idiomatic expression. Diverse audience may not understand slang from a given country. English phrases such as that dog don't hunt or cool as a cucumber might be colorful, but the meaning could be lost on a large part of the audience. Be mindful of body language, eye contact, and personal space. Posture, mannerism, eye contact, speak volume, and what is taken for granted in one culture might be considered offensive to another. Next, presenting awards. So tell a story about the significance of the award, pronounce names of the recipient correctly, provide background on the recipient, hold the award respectfully, and hand it to the recipient as if it were a treasure. Wait to invite the recipient to the lectern until you formally introduce them. Stand so the audience can see the recipient and the award clearly. Preparing a speech. Organize your speech in a logical sequence: opening, main points, summary. So again, opening, main points, summary. Practice and rehearse a speech frequently prior to delivering it. Ask friends to be your audience or practice in front of a mirror. Be sure to use a timer to help you pace your speech. Become familiar with the stage. Get a sense of the size of the stage, where any steps or obstacles might be, and where to enter and exit. Choose comfortable clothes to wear, but always maintain a professional appearance. Visual aids should fit a speech, whether they are funny, serious, or technical. The main goal of visual aid is to help the audience understand what is being said and reinforce the points of a speech in unique and interesting way. Giving sales pitch. Right. A sales pitch or proposal seeks to persuade. The objective of a presentation is to sell a product, concept, or idea. The ability to present sales pitch and proposal effectively can open the door to professional opportunities. To organize idea into an effective sales pitch or proposal, use the inverted pyramid approach, which gives an audience the most important information in the first few sentences: how much money might be saved, how lives might be improved. Support claim with logic and evidence, and every sales pitch or proposal with a call to action. If an audience agrees with the initial message or points, the supporting material that follow will reinforce that agreement. If an audience disagrees, logic and evidence may win them over. Use high quality yet simple visual aids. Offer a question and answer period. Anticipate possible question. Provide answer. Disarm loaded question. And divide complicated question. Delivering technical briefing. Technical briefing is a speech that conveys technical information to a specific audience, usually in the workplace. Technical briefing should be presented in a way that allows an audience to understand and apply critical information. Know your audience. Avoid using too much industry jargon or material that is too technical for your colleagues to easily understand. State the purpose of a technical briefing in 1 or 2 sentences and use this summary as the focal points for the entire presentation. Arrange the material into an outline containing an introduction, main points, and a conclusion. Summarize the main points of a technical briefing during the conclusion. And that's gonna